Yo, what up guys? Good morning. Ready to deliver some value to you guys. In this video, I want to talk about three exercises that will build you old school quads. Just an update, the course is almost freaking done, man. I am soon to be working on, I will be working on the nutrition and diet section part of the course. I've pretty much already finished the training section, almost. I got a few other videos I gotta take care of, maybe 10 more videos, and then I can get right into the diet section. Super pumped because this is gonna be a super well-rounded course. It's gonna be freaking amazing. Anyways, guys, with that being said, I'll see you in the demonstration videos. Peace. All right, so the first exercise that I chose had to be squats. The king of all leg exercises. All the old school bodybuilders, all your favorite old school bodybuilders did squats. Tom Platz, Reg Park, Arnold, Steve Reeves, all the guys, they all did squats. I've looked at almost, hundreds of silver era bodybuilding routines. The squat is always included in there. And actually, two other exercises that I'll be showing in this video are always also included in these silver era routines and also golden era routines, all right? So you can't really get rid of them. And I know I've made videos in the past where I talk about, don't do the squat, it builds a fat butt, it doesn't build you good quads, do this instead. But, after researching silver era bodybuilding and comparing golden era bodybuilding and then Vince Gironda teachings, I took what I would, with a grain of salt. So I was like, hey, you know what? If I want to look like a silver era bodybuilder, I have to train like they did. It doesn't make sense for me to, follow these other methods if that's not the look that I want. Or, if you get where I'm going with this, right? You don't follow, and this is funny because every time I, jump on a client phone call and they tell me, now I'm doing this and doing that, and I'm like, it doesn't make any sense because it's like, if you want to build a Honda, you don't build a Honda with the plans of a Toyota, or you can use a Ferrari. It's like, if you want to build a Ferrari, you don't use the plans of a Toyota, do you? That doesn't make any sense. You got to follow what they did, doing full body, doing the exercise they did, the dumbbell pull over, the squat, and all those other exercises. So, Vince Gironda wasn't a big fan of the way people were doing squats. He had his own way of doing it. But, this is I had tested for like a number of years. I had tested doing no squats, just, front squats, hack squats, leg extensions, and, a couple other exercises for quads. And this year I tested doing squats, front squats, hack squats, leg extensions, and all the other leg exercises. And this is the best leg development I've seen in years for my quads. Was doing all the exercises and not removing squats. Squats are in there. And, this is the best leg development I've had, ever in my life. And I have to say that squats is the freaking king. You can build incredible legs with squatting. All right, so now I don't have anything else to talk about the subject. So with that being said, I'll move on to the next exercise. All right, so the second exercise that I chose had to be a front squat. This is an exercise that is included in Reg Park's foundation routine. He's got squats, front squats, bench press, incline press, really basic exercises. But actually, these exercises are the ones that build the most muscle because on an EMG rating scale, they're the highest. You got squat up there and then you got front squat on there. And actually, I saw a study that front squat actually engages the quads a lot more and isolates them a lot more than the squat does. Now, that doesn't mean you should replace squats. I think keeping both in your program is incredibly valuable. So you can call this exercise the front squat. You can call it the Dillinger squat like Vince Gironda does. I think it's great for developing that upper part of your thigh. And that's pretty important when it comes to building an old school physique. So, this exercise is something that I think it was Arnold that had to rely on because he was so tall. And I think people who are taller have a hard time squatting because of the way their spine or something like that. I had someone reach out to me and tell me that, yeah, I can't squat because my spine, it doesn't line up very correctly. So it was Arnold that had to rely more on the front squat because of the squat instead of the squat because he was so tall. But I think the front squat's a great exercise. It's something you don't see a lot of people do in the gym, like ever. And I'm putting a big emphasis on ever because I never see anyone doing a front squat other than the people who are like powerlifters, which is like, at my gym, there are no powerlifters. In my gym, nobody, this is a new gym I just started attending. There's like no one there that actually lifts. So, I'm usually the only one there at this gym. It's awesome. Anyways, but yeah, you don't see anyone doing front squats. That's because it's sort of like a long lost bodybuilding or powerlifting exercise that they used to do back in the day, and people just got, they just don't know about it. Maybe they're just not educated on the front squats. Most likely that, they don't know about the clean and press. Like Arnold said, they don't know about the clean and press. the clean jerk, the push press, all those power exercises that really build that density and that strength and that power in your body. So yeah, I always love to include in my team routine because it was one of the actually this whole video, all these exercises is exactly Steve Reeves' Mr. Universe routine. The exercise that he chose. He's got front squats and he's got squats. And the last exercise I'm gonna show you is one of the last ones that was actually in his quad routine for the Mr. Universe. All right, so the last exercise that I chose was a barbell hack squat. Now, I have to rely on the barbell hack squat because my gym, while it is there, it's a very old school gym. It's got a low cable row, V-bar dip, and a few other old school machines, but it doesn't have a hack squat, which is kind of sad because I was really hoping a gym like this would have a hack squat since a lot of the demographic that comes here, they're a lot older than me. They're over their 40s, so it would make sense to have a machine that is a little bit, friendlier on the thighs. I mean, on the knees, rather than a squat. You know what I mean? But anyways, and I'm pretty sure they didn't take that into account or ever really thought that would be necessary. Anyways, barbell hack squat, have to rely on it. And my form, I don't think is the best because I literally just recently started doing it for the first time. Like, I think this is my third time doing it ever in my life. But it is, let me tell you this, it is absolutely incredible. And for someone who had been doing the hack squat machine for years, since I've been doing it for years, and to compare it to the barbell hack squat, they are two completely different exercises. I think because of the way the machines are created nowadays, the hack squat machine, the way they make it compared to the way they used to make it back in the day. If you look at Tom Platz or Vince Gironna's version of the hack squat, they're really different machines, and I think they're a little bit more friendly on like the thighs. They're not as painful. I think I saw a video of someone talking about it that these machines are not painful like the ones that Vince or Tom Platz used to use, and I 100% believe that. But whenever I do a barbell hack squat, I think of Steve Reeves, and I saw him doing a barbell hack squat. And let me tell you, this exercise is absolutely incredible on your thighs. The burn you get from it, it's something I've never ever experienced before, and I freaking love it because it gives me a nasty pump. Like when I come down and when I come up and flex my thighs, oh my gosh, dude! The whole point of the hack squat is to get one side of your thigh to be even with the other side of your thigh. That's something that Vince Gironna talked about. That the inner thigh and the lower thigh, they should match up. And doing this is going to give you a look that makes you look taller, especially if you have your calves, very well developed, so they line up with the quads. It will look absolutely stunning. But I think these three exercises that I've given you, two of them are for foundation, and the last one is to really seal the deal to build that definition and the separation, and give you that really, I think it was Don Harworth that said to give you that sort of separation, definition, and to bring out the cuts in the thigh. I didn't choose like a leg extension because I don't think the machines are good. I'm not a big fan of machines. I'll use them once in a while. Like I'll use the leg extension, the leg press, the cables, like the press downs, and that's pretty much it. I never go to like the hammer strength, the Nautilus type of stuff. I really like to rely on barbell, dumbbell as much as I can because again, I told you, on the EMG rating scale, all these barbell and dumbbell exercises, they're high up there compared to, you compare a barbell bench press to a hammer strength, machine. A barbell bench press has like an EMG rating of 80, and the hammer strength maybe has like 55. And that's like a ton of, muscles that muscle activation that you're not getting from the machine that you could be getting with a barbell. And this is why I rely on the, barbells and dumbbells so much because they build the most muscle. It's crazy because you look at guys like George Eiferman, Steve Reeves, and Reg Park and John Grimmick, and how they build these incredible physiques without machines. Like they had machines back then, but not like the ones we do have today. If they had a machine, it was probably like one machine or two machines, and that's it. But all they had is barbells and dumbbells, and yet they were able to build physiques that would stand the test of time to people today. Like they would be freaky in terms of people walking around today, like it's like, wow, that guy's huge, being 100% natural, and just using good whole food, barbells and dumbbells. Some guy, some probably a pansy ass guy would come up to him and be like, what kind of are you doing cable curls? It's like, no, I do barbell curls and dumbbell curls or incline curls. I'm like, wow, that's funny. But, you know, I like to rely on the basics. These three exercises, I guarantee you, are, I think, some of the best for quads. You know, I think lunges would definitely be in there as well. I would definitely throw lunges in there, but I think these three are the best for giving you that old school, you know, those old school quads. This is actually Steve Reeves' quad routine from his. It's building the. I'm sorry, dynamic muscle building. His Mr. Universe routine is the dynamic muscle building, and these three exercises are the ones he has in there: front squat, squat, and he has hack squat, barbell hack squat, of course. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. With that being said, let me ask you this: what are your favorite 3 quad movements? Drop a comment below. I'm super curious and interested to know what your answers are. I think I'm gonna get probably like a front squat, back squat, and maybe like a leg press or a lunge, most likely. Yeah, but yeah. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, guys. Silver Era Secrets is still on sale. It's going to be gone forever soon. I promise you that. I am not lying. I'm a man of integrity. With that being said, I love you guys. Subscribe for more videos like this. Give this video a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'm old school Dan. I'm gone. Peace.